Hello and welcome to the JTrain podcast. This is JTrain Jared Freid, and it's Chit Chat Wednesday. We have Caitlin Peluffo on the show. She is fantastic. Just someone that I just love seeing around the stand-up game, so to speak. We have a really fun conversation about going home, being single over the holidays. I didn't know Caitlin and her family are like Christmas people, and that's when this episode gets very good. It's coming out on Christmas, so Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. But also, you're going to hear, like, I ask her for the schedule of events from Christmas Eve through her Christmas Day. And me having never done a Christmas, it was just so interesting to know someone and see them, in a professional setting, and then you go, how do you spend Christmas? And they're like, well, mom comes downstairs and rings the jingle bells. And I'm like, what? You're this person? I feel like I know Caitlin 30 million times better than I knew her before, and you're going to love her if you don't know her already. And no one is funnier. She's hilarious, and she's going to be in Atlanta this over the New Year's weekend, the weekend leading into New Year's. So if you get a chance to see Caitlin on stage, she's a fun show. I love watching her on stage, love hanging out with her off stage, and you're going to love her today too. So enjoy today's episode. Boom. Welcome to the new JTrain podcast. Hello and welcome to the JTrain podcast. It's JTrain Jared Freid coming live from the West Village of Manhattan. That's right. Every Wednesday is a Chit Chat Wednesday. And we are sitting here on Christmas Day. And you're listening to this on Christmas Day. I'm taping this on the Monday before Christmas. And I'm very excited to have a fantastic comedian returning to the JTrain podcast. Has been on before, but everyone should go follow and enjoy if you haven't met this comedian yet yourself. I don't know why I'm making the intro so long. Caitlin Peluffo, thank you so much for coming on.
Hello, Jared. Thank you for having me. This is so exciting.
Impromptu. Listen,
Yes.
The whole point of Chit Chat Wednesday, when I was like reforming that we're doing daily now. So it was like, let me talk to people I like and find funny, and let me do it like quick and easy, like a normal conversation. And the thing you did wrong to get captured by me was to post to your Instagram stories. I'm like, Caitlin Peluffo, she's fucking awesome. And I saw your story and I was like, respond to the story. I'm walking home now. If I can get her to do 20 minutes, we've done a podcast. Like, how great is this?
We've done it. I mean, thrilling. I mean, and it took me forever to post. I'm in the middle of the country right now with my family.
Where are you? What's going on? It's Monday before Christmas. We want to know everything.
So every year we always go to my family's quote unquote cabin. It's near a lake, but it's in like a cul-de-sac. It's like suburbia in the country. And
so it's like cabin community. Is that what you would call it? Yes,
exactly. We see our neighbors, but we're on like an acre and a half of land, lots of trees and a lake, but then
where is it?
Hi, neighbor. Clear Lake. It's about 3 hours northeast of San Francisco.
Oh, so this is West Coast cabin people.
Yes.
See, the way you described it in my head, I went straight to Ohio. I don't know why. You mentioned this cabin community. I'm like, nothing sounds more Midwest than this. This sounds so not California cool. What is this?
No. We're the hill people. This is still, it's not Napa. It's like, It's like the redneck Napa. Okay, so like you go to Napa, and then about an hour and a half north, it's like the meth Napa. Okay, so very methy.
These are the areas of California that you kind of hear about from comedians on the road. Like, I'm doing this casino in Northern California, and it's like a totally red area politically of California. Yes. It is the thing where, like, we travel around. We know the country is, like, way different than what, New York elitists assume. We know it's way different than what, country Tulsa, Oklahoma, farmer assumes. We know that it's a lot more in the middle, but then it's like California can't just be described as liberal California. Like, you couldn't, you're outside of San Francisco, people are like, whatever's near there is eating kale. And it's like, no. This area is here too.
Trust me, I just went to the Safeway. No one's eating kale. There is no kale. Everything is
Who
frozen
said
vegetables.
kale? Yeah. You say it too
This
loud.
part of the woods. No, it is not a kale country, I would say.
And this is a Christmas with family. Now, I know you. I also only bring people on Chit Chat Wednesday that I like. I like seeing you off stage, and I like seeing you on stage. You're equally great. A good hang. You're now single.
Yes.
And so, is this the first holiday where you've come home as a single adult?
Pretty much, yeah.
How
Where
has that
there's
been?
absolutely no men in sight. And they hung up all the stockings. Everybody's paired off, and then there's Caitlin, just a lone, singled Caitlin. No, nothing next to it.
How does that feel? I mean, I know how it generally feels, but like you were engaged and with someone for a long time. So like, how do you feel? Also, there could be excitement there too. I know it's easy to be like, single Caitlin, look at me, loser. But you're like, I'm getting, I'm out there. I'm on apps. I haven't done that in a long time. I'm sure that's exciting too.
Yeah, I mean, it is a little sad, but for the most part, it's like just readjusting. That's the only reason. You're just like, it's like when you're like being sober for a month, you're like, what do I do with my hands at a party? Like that's exactly how I feel right now. Like, what do I think about? What do I call it? So
Right.
Yeah, and
how's your family taking it? You being single?
They're fine. Yeah, they just want me to be happy. I'm very lucky to have a very supportive family. And I froze my eggs, so they're like, "You'll have kids when you're ready," and that's all they care about. Just have kids,
right? Wow. Well, I recently got into the egg discussion. I've always been like the doofus bro idiot who's like, freeze your eggs. Yeah, now you can fucking like a guy. Like that was always my running opinion. And I do have that opinion somewhat, but then I mentioned that this came up that I went to the doctor, and I was like, I went alone to the doctor to get my heart checked, and I was like, I'm like having this like 39-year-old moment. I'm like, man, I have no one to text about this, and I started thinking of like getting your eggs frozen. You go, oh, I'm just getting like a routine heart thing. Like I can't imagine the ups and downs of like, I'm here to like get eggs frozen for who? Like it's hopeful, but it's also sad at the same time. I had so many people message me about that whole process, and like it's totally changed my perspective on it. Like on the egg free, like it is funny that your parents are more closer to me, dude, bro. Like, awesome, you'll be good. We're good. We'll get grandkids, but there's a lot more that goes with it.
Yeah, I mean, first off, it's expensive.
Right.
That is, whenever I say I have my eggs frozen, it's almost like a little, like a
little brag.
Look at me, I'm doing well.
Yeah,
a little brag.
Yeah. I like that.
Pop the collar. Yes. What is it, 1999? But yeah, it's like, so it feels good. But at the same time, it's like, if I'm gonna do this, I will have a child, and I might have to do it alone, and that is terrifying. But it's also like fine.
It is interesting that you freeze them, but got to use them. You're like, I'm not spending money like for nothing. This is happening.
Yeah, some people, if it's covered by their insurance, they're like, oh, I'll freeze them, and if I want kids, I'll have kids. And I'm like, no, I know I want kids. I don't have insurance. I need to freeze my eggs.
The money has been spent. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it is so funny. Like again, like everything is nuanced, and we sit here on the internet just throwing opinions out there about men and women, and it's like what you're saying is like, woman without the insurance plan paying for it, different mindset than I work at Google. Yeah, we play ping pong in the game room with our eggs. Like,
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah. Oh, I think I'm just gonna do another round. Who cares? I'm like, I've been saving almost $1,000 a month to try and pay for this thing.
It's gonna, and that's funny that like the idea that you would look at your kid like. The kid's 10, you're like, I spent money on this fucking asshole. Yeah. Like it could be, it could change how you look at your children. That's interesting. Yes.
Yeah, it's literally like, oh, you were wanted real bad.
Right.
Okay. And I knew I wanted you for a long time, so you better go to college, God damn it.
You know how much I spent on you? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so weird. Oh, I love that. So
Yeah.
okay, so you're out in, you've been traveling the road. I see
Hmm.
you're out on the road. Everyone should go watch Caitlin. She's so funny, such a fun show too. I actually when I DM'd you and I was like, what are we going to talk about? I've had a couple weeks in a row, and I want to ask you about this.
Okay.
I've had just tough heckling crowd work situations, and you talk to the crowd much like I do, but you talk to the crowd, you put it in the act really well. And I had this interaction with these four women that it's on YouTube now and people can go watch it. That I was just in Batavia, Illinois, and have you ever been to that club?
No, I don't think so.
Comedy Vault. It's an hour outside of Chicago, and it's like in the suburbs, and it's like it's really, they're doing everything right. Like we know when you
Hmm.
go into a club, like the owners there, the people who work there like working there.
Mm.
And I got like a lot of shit. People are like, why would you go to Batavia? Like everyone that lives in Chicago, like the snobs who are like city people. And I'm like, this club, it doesn't matter where it was. It could have been on the moon. They were
Yeah.
fucking awesome. Like on it, just good to the comedians, cared about the show. They don't do
Oh,
checks
nice.
they don't do checks until late after. That's a big thing, that's a little inside baseball, that like some clubs will like start having people pay in the middle of the show, and you're like, "Oh my god, like I got to like reserve my whole like, I have to stay confident during this like really
Yeah.
bullshit like split attention part of the show." But
I'm losing to Venmo right now.
right,
God damn it.
losing badly too. And then like so I had these four women in the front, and I said to them, I go, "Oh, you guys look like the mascots for Pottery Barn. Look at, and it was just such a light jab, but I could feel right away that they were like, we're not going to laugh at this. We're going to beat you. And we're going to win this interaction." And that's when like crowd work and stuff like becomes unfun for me. And do you have some like bad crowd work memories from the road? Is there any one that like sticks out that like really like haunts you?
Well, I think every single one haunts me.
Right.
They're the ones where I go home and I'm like, why didn't I say this? Why did I say that? Oh my God.
Right. You do the thing in the mirror where you're like, no, you're a loser. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just talking myself off a bridge, just like, it's okay. You'll get him again. There's always
Right.
virgins in the crowd. Like just,
Right.
but there's always like with women, I always feel like when you talk to a man, they try and, they puff up their chest a little bit. They
Right.
try and, I'm funny too, or I'm not going to let you talk to, like, what are you do? It's a little
Right, it's
bit of a,
dismissive, or it's
yes.
well, then you probably understand the idea, like this idea of, because someone having to beat you, like they want to best
Yes.
you, because and again, like the male female dynamic can't be ignored. Like,
Yeah.
when I talk to women on stage, I knew at its core, if I think back to that show, like I think they were mad that I called them moms, like because
Oh.
they were my age. They didn't look old, but they were like my age, and they were moms in the suburbs. We've taken different paths in our lives, but you could see
Yeah.
that assessment from Johnny Johnny Cool
Yeah.
Guy from the city, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it wasn't
Something
gonna work.
happened. They turned down Botox and now they're really feeling insecure about it. Something like someone
And then
said something and you're like, "Oh my God, my fucking 11s," like and so then you brought it up and they're like, "Pottery Barn."
right, I'm not part. I'm forever 21. Like
Exactly. Yeah. I just went to Hollister. It still fits.
right. And again, I'm not looking to go on stage and call someone old. That's not even what my intention was. It was just to be playful and fun. But
And
it got
Pottery Barn is awesome. I would love
right.
to look like I shop at Pottery Barn. That's like you got money.
Right. That's
That's
how it kind of
nice.
meant it. But then, again, like when we try to talk to the crowd, it gets so like you never know what you're going to hit on. And you're like, just like you said, like, oh, I should have made a right when I made a left, is like a lot of like crowd work, mistakes.
I always feel guilty when I make fun of someone especially younger guys. This has happened. So many kids come to the audience at the
Kids?
cellar. I mean, I swear,
Like,
21, 22.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. And these children.
Like,
And,
they're doing birthday parties now? The cellar
yeah.
really sold out. Yeah.
But a lot of them are religious. And whenever I feel guilty, I'm not a religious person.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes they say, they're religious, or they, oh, you got a girlfriend. Oh, no, it's like I make fun of them a little bit. And then I feel
Right.
guilty for making fun of I feel like I'm making fun of their religion. But it's
Right.
like, that's the only time I'm ever like, I shouldn't have done that. Otherwise I just like let it rip. But when it
Right.
comes to like religion, I always feel a little guilty. Like
I
I'll even say racist shit. I don't care. But
right.
it's like the kids who are like, this is how I was raised and I'm wholesome. And I'm like,
Right. And you're like, there's
oh,
nothing right. I think the misconception is like people have said to me, they're like, that's why you don't sit in the front. And it's like, I've never had someone sit in the front and like been like, get ready for the front row to feel my wrath today.
yeah.
Like I want the front row to like me.
Never.
I want the front row to
Yes.
be in on the joke. Like
Yeah.
I never, like, if anything, when I say look at the Pottery Barn PTA moms, I'm like, I just want them to like be laughing at themselves and then, give it back to, like, I guess give it back to me. There's a fun, I don't know how to do that. I guess there is a power imbalance, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It goes, it goes wrong so many times that I'm like, why am I even talking to anyone?
Yeah, but sometimes you have to, because I feel like with so many crowd work clips, they almost expect it a little bit,
Right.
which is frustrating in its own way. But
Right.
it's I literally I only do it when I lose track of where I'm going next.
Right, you're doing it to
What's my next
breathe a
joke?
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another thing that people don't know. I mean, I had a guy at another show, so they tape all your shows at this club. Again, I sound like I'm like their like marketing manager. I'm telling every comedian to go there. I had a great weekend. But there was a guy in the front with a mohawk. So like mohawk, like whether this is right or wrong, when you see a mohawk, it's like, and he was a big guy, and I said, how are you tonight? Like, just how are you? And he goes, our friend forced us to come here. And I go, and I don't think people know how they sound. I think we are forced to hear ourselves. We're forced to like feel the temperature in the room. Cause I go, dude, you have said, I've never heard someone say that they're going to the comedy club in as a negative a way as you just said.
Yeah.
Like, like this isn't the dentist. She's not your mom. Like, forced to come. She forced us. I was like, it sounds like you're ready to laugh. Like, right?
Yeah.
Like, and
we didn't want to be here, is what
right.
you just said.
And we're like such sensitive people. Like we feel that language. And like my mom, my whole life, you're so sensitive. Don't take things so personally. I'm not taking that personally. I'm just saying this guy sounds like someone who doesn't want to be here, just like you said. Like, and I said to him, and he couldn't relent. Like, I have it all on video. Like, he couldn't like back down from this position that we were forced. I go, you don't think that sounds? I go, we were forced to be here. Sounds like kind of passive aggressive towards me. Like, I don't understand what's going on, like, and he was just like, what? And I'm like, you got a mohawk and you said we were forced to be here. Are you going to kill us all? Like, like
it's like the same thing where it's like, there's everybody you could be killing in the room, and you see that one face of just the crossed arms, and so I double down, I look them right in the eye. I go in like this, Jared. I swear to God, I go in, I go, I will break you. That's what I say. And he's, it's always a man. I'll never do it to a woman. I'm like, live in your, whatever's going on, it's probably something outside of me. If it's a woman, but if it's a man, I'm like, I'm going to break you.
See, that's fun too. Like and then everyone probably goes even crazier. They're just like, that's hilarious. I did a show. I was at the Village Underground I'll never forget this. Village Underground in New York City, the Comedy Cellar, sold out, and I'm having, like, I'm not just saying this, I'm having the set of my life. I'm crushing. They're a hot audience. I'm like, fuck yeah, I am the king of comedy. And there was one woman to the right who's just like leaning on her hand like this.
Not
and
the
she's
lean.
leaning. Yeah, she's doing the thinker. She's like hand on and like literally like squishing her cheek into her eyeball. And I stop everything. I stop like $1 million set. Like literally like, and this is how crazy we are. Like it is us too. Like, let me just take the blame. I go, I could have just kept rocking and rolling, never pass her by, run away from her. And I literally stop. I like, it's out of a movie. I go, stop laughing. Everyone shut the fuck up. We are having the best. And I'm like, we are having the best time. And I look and I go, look at how miserable this miserable fuck is. And I like point at her. And the audience was so hot. Like everyone just starts laughing at how much she's not laughing, but we're laughing. And like right away it became, we're cool, we laugh, we're easygoing, and look at this miserable woman. And I stopped the whole set to do it. And it was so gluttonous. Like there was no reason for me to do it. And I got off stage, I'm like high-fiving all the comics, and I'm like having the best. And I remember the next day I got a DM, and it was like it was a full iPhone long, and it was like from the woman. And she's like, and she goes, you, like, she just called me out so hard. She's like, you self-conscious piece of shit. Everyone laughs in different ways. I was having a fun time. You forced the whole crowd to look at me, to make me, and she goes on and on and on about how big of an asshole I am. And I did have a moment where I'm like, oh my God, she might be right. Like I literally like, I had a moment, I was like, fuck, she is right. People do laugh in different ways. I don't know what's going on in her day. Like, I really felt bad. And then I went back and listened to it, and I was like, from her, it's like when the Karate Kid, did you see those? Like when they tell the movie from the bad guy's perspective, and it's like the whole thing, there was a whole thing on the internet where Karate Kid, the movie, everyone was like, the Karate Kid is the bad guy. This guy, William Zabka, was just like having a good day, and then suddenly he gets challenged by this asshole. And they ended up making the new, there's a Netflix series all based on the Karate Kid. That's the whole
Cobra
premise.
Kai.
That's the whole premise of Cobra Kai. And they saw the whole premise of Cobra Kai is like, you didn't see it the whole time. And it was like, now I'm watching my own movie where I'm like, oh, I wasn't the hero. I was the fucking villain. Like, I stopped a whole show, a whole row of people to point out that this woman doesn't laugh good enough for me. So it's like, it does go both ways. But I guess someone could be mad at us because the power imbalance, the microphone is the power, you know, like we literally get our voices elevated, you know, like.
I forget. And maybe that's why I like stand-up so much. It's like, I feel like I do have power.
Of
but
course.
At the same time, I'm still, as soon as a joke's not working, I'm like, ooh.
I know, right?
I start to panic. And then I change in order to make them happy. So who's really got the power?
Yeah, we're bullies, but we're like, we're paper tigers. That's how a bully reacts. Like, we're not getting what I want. Well, let me beat up someone who's the least able, you know, like, that's, it's such a fucked up thing we do. I really do think like I've just been thinking about crowd work. I mean, like, I tell the story. I have a Patreon where I told this story about this woman who I did a joke about my parents, and she literally yelled out, "My parents are dead." And I go, "Oh my God!" I know. I said to her, I go, "That's a weird thing to yell at a comedy club." And she goes, "Do something with it."
Oh my God! She dance, goes, monkey, dance.
Right. It was so. She goes, "Do something with it." I like dark humor, and I was like, and so I said, I go, "Well, now I know why they killed themselves. They had to deal with you." And I don't want to do that joke. Like, I don't.
No.
Like,
I don't. Of course not.
I didn't come to Des Moines to make fun of someone's dead parents. Like, you know, like, and we go through, like, you know, I've been doing this 14 years, and it's like all of it is training for that moment, but that moment gets me nothing. You know, like, we do train to be able to handle that, but none of us got into this to handle that.
Mm-mm. No, no, and it's not the goal. It's not, we're not going on stage like, man, I hope someone throws a bottle of whiskey at me so that I can get 100,000 followers, like
My
it's
God.
a nightmare.
Well,
Oh,
now that you say that, like, during this interaction with the women, it's on YouTube if anyone wants to watch it. She says, "You're welcome," which is like the most, is the something that if you really want to annoy a comedian, like be annoying, then have the comedian make your annoying funny, and then
yeah.
go, "You're welcome," as if that's what we want. Like it is a frustrating thing to yell at a comedian because it's like, do you see how much work I'm doing up here?
Yes.
This isn't fun because you yelled at me. This is fun because I made you yelling at me funny. Like, and
Yeah,
it's like,
and
go ahead.
they don't realize that we've been dealing with bad crowds unironically for a decade,
Right,
and that
right,
has prepared us. So we're like, oh, it's another one of you. So
right.
it's like, you're not special. You're
No.
yelling at me, and I have to do these. I've been preparing for you for years.
Rears, just getting ready, like sharpening a knife that I never want to fucking use.
I
Like,
never want to use. I've been forced to use. I'm upset that I have to use it. I just
yes.
want to microwave my dinner and go home.
Right. And then you go, well, then it goes the other way because then you start doing your jokes and then someone laughs like this. And you're like, that's all you give me? And like, it's like, like have a little energy. And it's like, we're
That took me years too. How
right.
dare you?
Before we move forward, ring in the new year in comfort and style with MeUndies. Their stuff is seriously unmatched, from lounge pants to onesies, and of course the underwear you already know and love. MeUndies has it all. See how seamless I am, Caitlin Peluffo?
You're incredible.
Get an
Oh
entire
my
wardrobe
God.
that feels like you're floating on a cloud. You won't regret it. Look I texted you an hour ago. You didn't think I'd be running promos with you on the podcast.
Incredible.
Do you have
You're
MeUndies?
so impressive.
MeUndies is fantastic. Let me tell you why. I love them. I have the lounge pants. The lounge pants are a gift that someone will have for minimum 5 years. You will give someone 5 years of comfort. That is, I think, an unbelievable gift, and especially these times. January, February, it's dark early, it's
Yes.
cold, it's horrible. There's nothing to live for right now. Get them some lounge pants. It'll be the one thing to make them happy, right?
Get your single friend some lounge pants because
Yes.
boy, oh boy.
And
Looking at
write
all
that
those
on the couch.
stockings is so sad.
Write that on the card. Here are your single pants. You're welcome.
Yes.
It'll really make them feel good. No, the loungers are just great. MeUndies uses super soft micromodal fabric that's breathable, stretchy, perfect for daily wear. Try it out for yourself if you aren't totally sold. They'll give you your first pair of MeUndies for free. I'm a huge fan of MeUndies. It is the time of year to treat yourself. I've been ordering things online all month, just totally gorging, spending money I don't have. So go do that with me. And MeUndies is going to give you a deal. Knock out all your holiday gifting needs today with MeUndies to get exclusive holiday deals and savings all month long. Go to MeUndies.com/feather. Use promo code feather. That's MeUndies.com/feather. Code feather. MeUndies, comfort from the outside in. Now, Caitlin Peluffo, everyone go follow Caitlin. She is on the road. She is fantastic. You're going to love Caitlin Peluffo. Couple more questions.
Shoot.
Do you guys do traditional Christmas stuff? What's your Christmas?
Oh, yes.
What is your
It's
thing?
my family, we get decked out for Christmas. If you can see behind me, this is my mother.
You behind you on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, you have a very, like, I would call it home goods looking setup behind you. It is very much that aisle at a Home Goods that you're like, what is the holiday aisle at a Home Goods? That's the background
Yes,
right now. Yeah.
exactly. I told my mother one year that I liked reindeer, and we're done. That's it. It's everything is a reindeer.
That is everything I have. I got reindeer MeUndies, reindeer, reindeer credit card, reindeer. Yeah, that's it.
Incredible. Yeah, it's
Yeah, there's a lot of reindeer stuff. Reindeer pillows, reindeer flamethrowers. You're holding up a reindeer pillow.
This is just the pillow for the chair. This is not for the bed. This is the chair pillow.
Was that a gift to you?
Well, it's a gift to this room. This is
She was like, I'm going to make this the
room.
reindeer room, and
This
that's
is
your
the reindeer
room. Okay.
room. Jessica's, my sister's, I believe, is the snowman room.
Okay.
And then my mom and dad's is the Santa room. And then
Of course.
the living room is just every village and nativity scene you've ever thought could exist exists. We have two Christmas trees. Oh, excuse me, three. One
Two?
for the deck. Yes.
Oh, so
We
you're
do
like,
Christmas.
you guys are like Christmas family. This is like
Yes.
matching PJs.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love Christmas. I love all the
Sure.
bad movies. I love all the decorating. I love that stuff. And so like at my home in my apartment, which I now live alone, is I have a Christmas tree and I have like two throw pillows that are Christmas themed and like a few little tchotchkes. It's nothing crazy.
No,
And
I
everybody's
mean,
like, "Oh my
decorating.
God, that's nuts." And I was like, "You don't know where I've been."
Well, you're dealing with comedians too. Like, the
Yes.
women will do nice things in their apartments that they rent that I'm like, what? Like, I can't believe it. Like, they'll put up, like, I remember when people moved to the city first, like, the women, my female friends would move in together and then they'd put up a picture framed of the roommates. And I'm like, why would you even do this? Like, what are you guys, family? Like, what do you need this for? But I do. The tree, that's nice. That's nice that you do that. It probably feels good to walk into a home. I'm walking into some YMCA locker room here that I've created.
Yeah.
Like, it's not smart. Long
It's
game.
wonderful. I mean, every time I open the door, I make sure I leave the Christmas tree lights on so that when I come home late at night from spots, I open the door and it's just glowing and glittering. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to be okay.
This is where the Judaism comes in for me. I'm like, you're leaving them on. What if there's a spark? It burns down the whole place. You're spending all
It's
that
a
money
fake
on
tree.
electricity. Oh my God, you're killing me. So hold on. So you wake up Christmas morning. How old's your sister?
My youngest sister is 30 and my older sister is, I think, 42, 43.
And they're all in the house too?
No, just my younger sister. My older sister has a family of her own. And so they'll wake up and do Christmas at their house and then we'll meet together and do Christmas dinner. All
So
of us.
you wake up, because I've never done a Christmas. So you wake up on Christmas Day. This is going to come out on Christmas. Give us the schedule, because I actually would like to know. Yeah.
Okay, hold on to your butts. This is what we do. Okay.
Hold on to your candy canes.
It starts Christmas Eve. Okay, so
Okay.
Christmas Eve.
Are you a seven fish family?
No, my dad doesn't. We are Italian, but my dad does not like seafood. So
Okay.
every year, my little sister and I, we make a different kind of meal. So this year, we're gonna do. She got a new Mexican cookbook. We're gonna make some stuff. We're gonna make fajitas for Christmas Eve.
See, this is the reason to have daughters. The daughters getting together to create a menu. Like, I come home, I'm like, Mom, what are we eating? Like, there's no thought of like me creating anything. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna
we do
you're
that.
making a Mexican feast.
Yeah, we make a Mexican feast this year. Last year it was Italian. Before that it was something else. And then
It'd be hilarious if you guys decorated it, made it real real kooky. You're like, we did a Jewish one. You know, like it's just like, oi, grab your dreidels on your way into your Christmas Eve Jew night. Yeah, that'd be funny.
It's all latkes. Yeah, we'll do it. But then we'll have some wine, we'll watch some Christmas movies, and then we all go to bed. And when we wake up, my mom wakes up everybody with jingle bells. So she'll go from room to room with bells, and she'll ring
Have
the
you
bells.
talked about this on stage? You're an adult. This is crazy.
I know,
I'm waking up on Christmas, like in my apartment, like hungover, and Caitlin Peluffo is gonna get a ding a ding a ding 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 from a sweet mom. Like, we are living two
Very
different
sweet.
planets. Okay.
Yes. And and so we have Christmas pajamas. We all wear Christmas pajamas. We wake up, we go and we sit down, we make coffee, everybody gets coffee, and then we go around one by one and we open presents. Everybody gets a turn and we go around youngest to oldest.
Do
And then at
people
the end
know this about you? Really? Like, do I am I friends with people who do that? Like, do I know more than just you? This is like, I can't believe it's going on. Like, but I'm like, I'm warmed and also like shocked at the same. Like, keep going.
It's extremely wholesome.
This is the most wholesome thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
So at the end, we all do stockings. We have to do the stockings at the same time, And then we usually throw on the Christmas Day parade. And then my dad will make steak and eggs every morning. We make steak and eggs every Christmas morning. And then after that, we clean up and then we get ready. And then Sarah and the kids come over. My older sister and her children and husband come over. And then we do a gift exchange again, round robin. Then we make dinner together. And then we usually play games. We play like a family game. Like one time we did tarot card readings. That was a disaster.
That's weird. I wouldn't want
everybody's
that.
dying. Yeah. It was like, oh, this was a huge mistake.
Have fun at your last Christmas together. Yeah, this is crazy. Well, hold on. So I talk a lot about my family on stage. I talk about like how, and it is hard for me to envision like bringing someone into my family with dating. Now you're dating, like, you know, this is very nice and sweet, but like you have to like, you can't just bring anyone to this event. No. This is.
I never brought my ex. He always spent Christmas with his family, even when we were engaged.
Never?
Never. I did have a different ex who came, but he wasn't very close with his family. And so he came for a couple years.
That made it easier to bring him because he didn't have his own thing.
Yeah.
But so.
Exactly.
I remember I was dating someone and it was the moment that I felt like not an adult. And and you say that your fiance didn't come. Like, I remember I was dating someone, they were like, what's our Thanksgiving plan? And I was like, I was like, and I reacted as if I was a junior in college. I was like, whoa, it's fall break and I'm going to go home to my parents and play video games. Like, and I think back to that. I was like, wow, I was such not an adult in that scenario. Like, do you worry about that? Like, I like,
yeah. I mean, I think it was a sign.
You're doing it, you know, you're doing this as an adult, and I'm sure it's so much fun, but like, it does suck. I agree with you. Like, it sucks to be like, the party's got to end. We, you know, steak and eggs. I got to have this other person here who might be like, I don't eat eggs. You know, like, I don't want to deal with that. Yeah. I want steak and eggs to go until we die.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll still have steak and eggs.
Well, I'm just saying you might meet someone who goes, well, what about my house on Christmas? You know?
I know. That's the thing. My ex, the one that didn't come to Christmas, like my family, the day after Christmas, my extended family, we all get together. There's like 30 of us. We all get together and we do a socks and ornament white elephant, you know? So we do a fun exchange. And like my family does Christmas. His family barely did. They have like a tree and that's it. And it was just him and his parents and that was it. And I was like, well, I'm not giving up my Christmas to go to your Christmas. There's no way you can come to my Christmas. Right. I'm not going to your Christmas.
As little as I relate to your mom playing Jingle Bells over the wind chime in the morning, I highly relate to like, I don't want to give up how comfortable I am with my family to go to this, you know, this unknown, scary, like, what if I'm sitting there and I'm depressed? Like, you know, I don't hear my own thoughts when mom's playing Jingle Bells on the harp. Like, you know, like.
Yeah, I mean, he told me about their Christmas. They opened one present each and then they sat on the couch and watched TV. And I was like,
you were like, no,
I'm not doing that. Are you insane?
No, you're inside a snow globe. Why? But,
yeah.
But like my parents, we go on vacation with them. Like they're like looking to do stuff. Like if I met, this is the thing. And like I can't. At 39, I'm making this about me, but like I do think at 39, I'm like, who am I to even say like what family, like to be choosy of families? But like, you do have these moments, and it's like, how important is that? In the moment, it's important, but like, if I was madly in love with someone, I guess we'd figure it out. That's the reality.
That's the thing. It was like, maybe that was the sign that I never had this burning desire to be with that person on Christmas. I wanted to be with my family, you know?
Well, then I wonder, like, who has that? Who's that madly in love to like maybe be at a house they're not not totally comfortable at? And I'm like, maybe I'm the issue.
My little sister brought her boyfriend for the first year, and they're excited. Yeah, and they're excited. Thrilled, and they're excited, and so it's like, oh, they're really in love.
Right. Do you like him?
Yeah, he's great. Yeah.
You have to say that on camera, but
No. My little sister's a weirdo and he matches her weird. And so it's like two little weird puzzle pieces. It's great.
Love it.
I'm thrilled that they found each other.
Well, I don't want to keep you too long. I interrupted the sweetest holiday ever.
Well, I have a question for you. Now, you're Jewish. Do you guys celebrate Christmas at all?
No.
You went with if you got a Christian girlfriend or whatever who'd celebrate Christmas, would you go to Christmas with her family?
See, this is the thing. This is where this is where I'm being difficult. Like, I love Christmas because I do nothing. Like, I have Chinese food. I sit there like an otter with like wontons on my tummy while I watch the TV. Like, it is like the greatest excuse to do nothing. And I don't know. I love that as much as I love, whatever I do with my family.
Have you ever had the jingle bells wake you up in the morning? Have you ever had that?
You do make it sound actually fun, but like I don't know if I want to be taught about Christmas at 39. Like, I don't know. Like, this is where I start to like see that like I'm a miserable fuck. Like.
I think if you fell in love with the girl who loved Christmas, then it would be. I think you would. You would want to see her happy. You know?
My whole life has been talking shit and then eventually going, it's actually not so bad. Like I that's my whole life. That's my whole life is talk shit, get bit, and I. That's the thing. Even like when I was in college, I remember I would be like, my whole hot take was like Christmas. Well, who cares? Give a shit. Whatever. And then as I've aged, I'm like, oh, I love this time of year. Like I really do. Like, but then I don't know. I don't know. So much of it, I'm like, when I hear your story, it sounds so foreign to me. Like,
See, my mom would be thrilled, absolutely thrilled if I brought home a Jewish boy. Because she would be like, then all the Christmases are with us.
Right. It is selfish, but it's also like you get a Christmas newbie. You get to see it's like seeing a toddler open their presents for the first time. It's like I'd be the toddler, like whoa, in awe.
Exactly.
Listen, everyone, go follow Caitlin Peluffo. She's so funny. You're on the road. Where are your road dates? Let people know.
I mean, I'm literally on the 27th to 29th. I'm at the Helium in Atlanta. So come see me.
Helium Atlanta?
Yeah.
That's a new club?
A brand new club.
That's great. Heliums are really great clubs. If you're in Atlanta, we have Atlanta people. Go see Caitlin. That's the perfect time of year to go. Get away from your family. If you're stuck at home, maybe you're home for the holidays. At Caitlin Peluffo, I'm Jared Freid. We're here every Wednesday with the Chit Chat Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow with Pop Culture Thursday. Boom.